Hey guys, if you haven't already, give the video a like, subscribe to my channel. This is a what if series and I'll be doing more down the road. Plus Ultra!
Hey guys, and welcome to What If Naruto was Yujiro Hanma. Now, let's get into the story. So, Naruto was born into the world, and this is around the time that Kushina and Minato was about to seal the Nine Tails inside of Naruto, with Naruto speaking to Minato saying, seal the whole Nine Tails inside of him. And this is where Minato would say, who said that? Me, your son. Seal the whole Nine Tails inside of him, inside of me. And this is where Kushina and Minato would just raise an eyebrow saying, Naruto, you're talking. And they would be like, they think they're going crazy. Kushina thinks she's used up all her chakra and now she's hallucinating. And Minato thinking it's some kind of side effect from the Reaper Death Seal. With it being not the case, with Naruto retorting saying, this is no side effect, this is no illusion of you draining your chakra. This is the real deal. I am talking to you, mother and father. Seal the Nine Tails inside of me, the whole Nine Tails. I will control and master that power. And this is where the fox saying, oh, real? You think you can master my power, you damn brat, baby? And this is Minato would do the thing that he said. Well, he would seal Nine Tails inside of Naruto with Naruto's body being able to handle it. So sorry about that, I had to swallow. And the features of Naruto, he has his little red hair and the eyebrows of the Hanma, but everything else stays the same with Naruto whisker marks and his blue eyes. So now that all that played out exactly the same, but Naruto has the full Nine Tails now, the yin and the yang. So we now flash forward to when Naruto was 5 years old, and Naruto has been training since up in time he was 4 years old. So he's been training, even going around the village, fighting some of the strongest ninja in there, even asking Hiruzen for a battle or two, with Hiruzen declining, saying, I got a village to look after. And also he would fight against Might Guy, he would even fight against Kakashi, Kurenai, Asuma Sensei. He would be fighting a lot of ninja in the village just to see how strong they were. Or no, just to test out his abilities and all that kind of stuff. So this is a 5-year-old Naruto, and Naruto has beaten a few Chunin at the age of 5. A few Chunins. And people have ridiculed him or calling him a demon and everything, but that stuff doesn't matter because Naruto embraces it. And when they call him a demon and Naruto looks at them and said, do you want me to show you a demon? If you come any closer to me, if you think about putting your hands on me, I'm going to break your arm and break your neck. And Naruto would say this in a very menacing and cold tone as he smiled at people, putting his hands in his pockets and walking away. Naruto would be trained in martial arts, various amounts of martial arts such as Krav Maga, Taekwondo, Jiu-Jitsu, Muay Thai, Wing Chun, anything, you name it. Naruto has become a master in unarmed combat. I'm not going to say a master yet, but still, because he's 5 years old. But now let's do a flash forward. Here, Naruto already knows the Shadow Clone Jutsu because Hiruzen gave it to him. Because Naruto would go to say to Hiruzen, "Hey, old man, you see, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. I've been having I have a lot of chakra, even though I've mastered the basics of my chakra, such as tree walking, water walking, and stuff like that. I also use my chakra to enhance my strength, speed, agility, reflexes, and awareness. But I can't do a simple clone jutsu. Do you have any other thing like jutsu I can do?" And Hiruzen would say, what about the Shadow Clone Jutsu? It was a forbidden jutsu in the forbidden scroll, but I'll give it to you since you've been so enticed on getting stronger and dedicated to fighting. Naruto would smile as he aced the Shadow Clone Jutsu, and this is where we do a fast forward to when Naruto's 12 years old. I know you guys want me to mention, but let's say this. When Naruto and Sasuke, the kid's version, Naruto would be a kid and his hair would float up in the air as he smiles at Sasuke with Iruka saying go, and Naruto basically flashing right in front of Sasuke's face, and Sasuke would end up on the ground. So it would be the other way around. Not that, like, so you know. Anyway, so let's continue. This is the time where all the students are getting ready to graduate and the teams are set. So Naruto would be on Team 7 as usual with Sasuke and Sakura. And Sakura would comment, why do I have to be on the same team with Naruto? And this is where Naruto would look at Sakura and say, oh, do you have a problem with me or something? That can all be settled with a battle. If you want to fight me, just let me know. As he would look at Sakura and Sakura say, nothing. I'm sorry. And Naruto would just look away, just sing. So the same thing would happen in the original, and nothing would change much with Kakashi coming in, asking him to go to the roof, and Sasuke and Sakura's basically goals being much of the same as usual. The only thing that's changed is Naruto saying, I want to become a Hokage that establish peace throughout the ninja world. When I was a baby, my mother and father had to defend this leaf village from a nine-tailed fox attack. And I think it was some kind of masked guy behind the whole attack. I don't know too much about it. All I know is he picked me up and tricked my father somehow. But I want to become the strongest ninja in the shinobi world. I want to become powerful. I want my strength to be unrivaled. And this is where it would catch Sasuke's eye, as they would see like this aura just immediately of Naruto. And this is where Naruto would sit back down and say, there you go. My goal and my dream. No, it's Kakashi Sensei would say that he has Kushina's red hair. And did he say he witnessed his mother and father die as a baby? He was there, he witnessed that whole attack? What kind of child are you, Naruto? And this is when Naruto would go home, but he would go to challenge Might Guy. And him and Might Guy would go to a field, and he would say then they would get into a fist battle. Kakashi dispersed the team, and Naruto would go challenge Might Guy. So him and Might Guy would get into a huge fist battle with Naruto basically being on the offense and Might Guy having to be on the defense. Might Guy doesn't understand how strong that in a few years Naruto has grown incredibly strong with his kicks being at the speed of the fourth gate. Might Guy had to open up the fifth gate just to battle against Naruto, and Naruto is just they're going toe to toe with a lot of crashing against the ground, body slamming, punch to the gut, punch to the jaw, blood spitting out and stuff like that. Might Guy and Naruto are going at it like they were enemies. Until Naruto uppercutted and kicked Might Guy to the ground, knocking him out cold. And then Naruto would just let out a sigh and say like a huge breath like looks like I win. Might Guy, thank you, Sensei, for the battle. And he walks away. Might Guy would be knocked unconscious, but Naruto would alert the medical ninja to go to the field where they were fighting, and they would go and nurse Might Guy. So now we cut to the time where the bell test would commence. Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura would be at the field, and this is where Kakashi, he would tell them not to eat, but Naruto wouldn't listen to it as why not eat. So Naruto would have a huge meal, and he would do some exercises, basically working out his body. And then when the time for the bell test came, he would come there with his he didn't have his tracksuit or nothing like that. Naruto just had a black shirt, black pants, and black shoes, the same original style that Yujiro has. Naruto would basically arrive at the training field, and this would be much of a fit 12-year-old. Just imagine like a ripped 12-year-old. So Naruto would be at the training field, and he would be waiting for Kakashi, basically in a meditating pose. And this is where Kakashi would show up, and they would ask, "Why are you late?" And he would say, "As I was on a walk of life." Now, here's the bell test. You all have to take these 2 bells from me. If you manage to do that, you passed. And if you don't, you go back to the academy. So Sakura would reply with, "There's only 2 bells. And how are all of us supposed to pass if there's only 2 bells?" Sorry about that. That was my brother in the background. Anyway, so they would all say, Kakashi would say, "Figure it out." And he would flip a page in his book. Naruto would stand up and saying, "Yo, Kakashi, I think we passed this one." And this is where Kakashi would say, "How so?" Naruto would rush up to Kakashi, snatch the bells off his waist, and then back away. But the bells would go in a poof of smoke, and Naruto would look at his hand saying, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. You are the copy ninja, are you not? And this is what Naruto would just say, get into a similar Yujiro stance. Naruto would lift his arms up in the air. I mean, he's not revealing his demon back because he hasn't got to that level yet. But Naruto lifts his arms up in the air, and he smiles and says, Kakashi, you better get serious because I'm the type of ninja that doesn't hold back. As you see this ominous aura emanating off of Naruto, and Naruto cracks his knuckles, rushing at Kakashi as the ground cracked beneath his feet, sending off blows that Kakashi was barely able to dodge without... He lift up his Sharingan. Let's stop. He was sending off blows at Kakashi that Kakashi was barely able to dodge, and Naruto would send a thunderous shock to Kakashi's right side, kicking him in the head and then grabbing him by the leg and slamming him against the ground. Kakashi flips away and lifts up his headband, and he looks at Naruto saying, Naruto, how did you get so strong? And Naruto would look at him and say, I guess it's my genes or my bloodline. I guess it has something to do with my mother. Yes, I think it has something to do with her. Because she was incredibly strong too. Or my father. I don't know. But I can see your Sharingan eye. And this is where Sasuke would bat an eye saying, Sharingan? How does he have the Sharingan? And Naruto would smile saying, looks like you're finally getting serious. Naruto and Kakashi would rush at each other, and Naruto would be battling against Kakashi, sending off a huge amount of blows, like out taijutsuing Kakashi sensei. And Kakashi would start getting serious using ninjutsu, and Naruto, he would summon a lot of shadow clones, and he would enhance them with his chakra, basically making them strong or durable enough so that they wouldn't be destroyed so easily. Naruto would be training because Naruto over the years has been training with his shadow clones, and his shadow clones have helped his progress. That's how he got so strong over the years. So Naruto would be battling against Kakashi, and this is where Naruto would nod against Sasuke, as Sasuke would rush up and unleash a huge fireball jutsu, and Kakashi would dodge it, with Naruto grabbing Sakura and throwing her at Kakashi, and she grabbing the bells right off his waist. Naruto would instantly appear, catch Sakura before she hit the ground and put her on the ground, put her on her feet. Naruto would say, you really do need to get stronger. I can see you being in a lot of danger. Do you have any kind of skill, Sakura? And Sakura would say, what's it to you, Naruto? And Naruto would say, hey, well, it's nothing to me. It should be something to you, because your life depends on it. A ninja with no skill or no kind of battle strength is likely to die. So, you better start training, Sakura, because I'm not gonna always protect you. And Naruto would walk away. And he would look at Kakashi saying, Kakashi Sensei, I think that we passed, right? The whole objective of this bell test was teamwork, right? And Kakashi said, how did you know that? And Naruto saying, well, I'm not just crazed about strength and battle experience. I also crave knowledge too. So it wasn't that hard to figure out that all you Jonin senseis do the same thing, a bell test, to test out if we use teamwork. Naruto would wave at Kakashi saying, if that's all today, then I'm going to train more, as I can't waste any time. I have a goal to keep, And this is where he look at Sasuke and say, Sasuke, so you want to know something? And this is where Sasuke would say, what? And Naruto would say, you want to know how I'm so strong right now? It's because I have one woman on my mind, one girl that I like, one girl that I want to be with. And this is what who is that, Naruto? And Naruto would say, Ino. That's why I got so strong, as to prove myself to her. Most likely, I'm gonna make her my girl someday. And Naruto would walk off as Sakura say he has feelings for Ino, but she has feelings for Sasuke though. And Naruto would walk off and he would go to train more. And the same thing would happen in the usual with Team 7 having to do their whole D-list missions and all that kind of stuff. So Naruto would get tired of that and he would kick the door down to the Hokage's office and say, "Old man, now you've known me all my life. You know what I'm capable of. And I feel like you're messing with me. Do you want to fight?" And he would say, "Naruto, can you try not to break the Hokage mansion?" Naruto would appear at the desk of the Hokage, and the Hokage will look at Naruto, and they would have a very eye glare with each other. And the Hokage would say, "What do you want, Naruto?" And Naruto would say, "I want a better mission. These D-list missions are a waste of time and a waste of effort." And this is where Hiruzen would say, "Well, I can see that you're right because you're incredibly strong and I have known you all your life. So, well, let's call him in. Hey, come in now." Tazuna would come in and saying, "Really? These brats?" And Naruto would just unleash his bloodlust and Tazuna would have a sweat. And this is when Naruto would walk up to Tazuna and say, "Listen, don't hate me for this, but you just called us brats. And you're doubting if we can protect you, right? You're doubting if we can escort you to safety, right? So let me show you something." Naruto would punch Tazuna in the stomach with Tazuna coughing up spit and falling to his knees with Kakashi and Sakura and the Hokage saying, "Naruto!" And Naruto would say, "Relax, I didn't use that much strength. Plus, this guy just insulted us, calling us brats. I just wanted to show him that we are the real deal." And Tazuna would look up saying, "Okay, I'm sorry." And he says, "Don't be sorry. Just be cautious about your actions. If I were anybody else who took that the wrong way, they probably would have killed you. Just keep that in note." And Naruto would walk away getting his stuff ready and the Land of Waves arc would begin. Now, Naruto and the Team 7, they would be walking with Naruto stopping by a puddle and saying to the whole Genjutsu thing, whatever it was, "I know you two there. I know you two are here. So we can do this the easy way or the hard way, as I'm not too familiar with, I'm not sure you want to sneak attack me." And the Chunin brothers would be shocked, but they would fly up out of the water with Naruto easily bodying both of them. He broke one of the Chunin brothers' legs and twisted the other Chunin brother's neck. This is where the brother would die on the ground, and Naruto would come over to the other one and saying, "So your plan was to kill all of us and kill that old guy, right?" And this is where the Chunin brother would say, "I'll tell you nothing." And Naruto would say, "If you don't tell me anything, I will kill you." And he's saying, "Go to hell." And this is where Naruto would just let out a sigh saying, "Well, now you're gonna die." So Naruto would stump his face into the concrete and then he would pick the Chunin brother by the hair and wrap his arm around his neck, basically choking the Chunin brother out before he would lose sight and basically die from no air to the lungs. Naruto would drop the Chunin brother to the ground, and this is where he would walk up to Tazuna saying, So if I'm not mistaken, these two ninja that jumped out of this water are Chunin and they were trying to kill you. Is this really a C-rank mission, Tazuna?" And this is where Tazuna would tell them that his whole family is under control by a criminal mastermind named Gato, and there's people out trying to kill him. But a C-rank mission was all that he could afford. And this is what Naruto would let out a sigh saying, "So, this is not a C-rank mission?" And Tazuna would say, "No, this has to be like a B-ranked or A-ranked mission." Naruto would punch his fist together and he would smile as his hair would float up into the air and he would say, "Yes, a stronger mission. You know something, Tazuna? I like you even more now because this mission has got a lot more interesting." And that's where we're going to end it at for right now. Let me know what you guys think of what I did with this What If. And for those of you, whoever has done this before me, I give respect where respect is due. But for anything else, you guys already know the deal. Plus Ultra. Good night.